Jewell Loyd and Breanna Stewart combined for 52 points as Seattle dealt the Mystics their first loss of the season. Both teams are 4-1. Jewell Loyd has had hot starts before. A year ago, the Storm shooting guard averaged 26 points in the first 3 games of the season before cooling off and finishing among the top 9 players in the WNBA in scoring. Loyd is at it again this year. The Storm won its 4th straight game Tuesday night, an 81-77 victory over Washington in front of 4,453 at Key Arena, thanks in large part to the late-game heroics of its 4th-year star who finished with a game-high 27 points while scoring 6 of the final 7 points for Seattle. There may be quarters that aren't so amazing when we don't shoot the ball or she doesn't shoot the ball well, but she lets the game continue to come to her, said Storm star Breanna Stewart, who had 25 points and 5 rebounds. And she makes big plays down the stretch when we need her most. The Storm and the Mystics are each 4-1. The Storm looked as if it was going to have an easy night against a short-handed Washington team missing MVP candidate Alina Delle Donne. Seattle raced to a 22-11 lead and went up 29-20 after the first quarter. Washington had just 8 healthy players, but the Mystics outscored the Storm 19-12 in the second quarter and 22-21 in the third. There were periods that were really good play for us, and there were periods where it was tough, Storm coach Dan Hughes said. That's a tribute to Washington. They make it tough on everybody. I was really glad to see us have the lead and basically play with the lead against a good basketball team and find a way to finish. Despite another stellar performance from Loyd and Stewart, who have combined to average 47.6 during the win streak, the Storm couldn't pull away. The Mystics never trailed by more than 6 points in the fourth quarter and cut Seattle's 66-61 lead to a point, 72-71, with 6:23 left. The Storm led 74-71 when Sue Bird took an inadvertent elbow in the neck from Tiana Hawkins while setting a screen. Bird retreated to the locker room for treatment and missed 2 minutes. When you have someone who is our leader and obviously someone who is really important to this team go down like that, especially at home, we have to step up for her, Stewart said. We didn't know what was going to happen. Thankfully, she came back in the game. But we knew we needed to close out the game, and that's what we did. Hawkins received a flagrant 1 foul and Loyd sank the ensuing free throws, which gave Seattle a 76-71 lead. Washington went on a 5-0 run to tie the score at 76 with 1:46 left. That's when Loyd took over. She unlocked the tie with a layup. After the Mystics sank the free throw, Loyd got free on the baseline for a mid-range jumper that gave Seattle a little breathing room at 80-77. Our team does a really good job of putting me in great spots and then trusting that I can make the shots, said Loyd, who sank 10 of 18 from the field, including 3 of 8 three-pointers. I'm just really relaxed and not thinking and not wanting to let my teammates down. Still, 6.4 seconds remained on the clock and the Storm could finally exhale when Alicia Clark and Bird harassed Tierra Ruffin-Pratt into an awkward pass that was intercepted by Natasha Howard, 14 points and 7 rebounds. Washington received 20 points from Christy Tolliver. Loyd is second in the WNBA in scoring while averaging 23.0 points per game, 5.3 more than last year. Loyd, who averaged 26 points, 6.3 rebounds and 4.6 assists to help the Storm go 3-0 last week, was voted the league's Player of the Week by the Associated Press.